yes, you did see the thumbnail correctly. I went from looking like this to this in the matter of 4 months. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what I did to go from looking and acting like this to looking and acting like this. What I want to tell you very quickly is that I was addicted to a myriad of things in that picture. I was addicted to nicotine, weed, porn, social media, video games, junk food. Everything you can name, I was addicted to it. And over the course of those addictions, it wasn't until the end that I realized that I needed to stop. When I first started smoking nicotine, I had no problems. And then at the end of that venture, about a year and some change after, I realized I have a problem. I need to stop. That was after I was diagnosed with acute bronchitis because of that problem. And I still kept smoking through it. Like, you would think I would have stopped because I just got diagnosed with something serious. I did not stop. Even though I could only take a half-second rip because it hurt so bad. I still kept going. And it wasn't until that point that I realized I needed to stop. And I discovered something called a dopamine detox. And it was down this road that I realized that I need to remove all of the instant gratification activities that I have in my life and start going down the delayed gratification route. So naturally, I had to start somewhere. I had to quit something, right? So I first started with quitting nicotine. And during my experience with quitting all of these substances, I've realized that most people go about doing the dopamine detox wrong. What they'll do is they'll try and quit everything all at once and completely fall flat on their face. They'll go straight back to it immediately after. And that's not how you do it. You see, I went about it in the way that you would clear out debt. Everybody's heard of the expression that you need to clear out your debt like a snowball effect. So you start with the lowest and you work your way up to the highest. So that's what I did. I started with nicotine. That was the most recent acquisition, which is so weird to say. That was the most recent one that I acquired. So I was like, okay, I'll get rid of that one. So I quit nicotine. I was like, okay, good. Now let's start removing the rest. Because what I realized after I quit nicotine is that I gained so many benefits. And I realized, what else is there for me to gain? So think about it like this. I quit nicotine first because it was the most recent acquisition. So for you, it could be anything. Whatever you are struggling with, whatever the most recent one is, you should quit first. Because in my experience, that is going to be most likely the easiest one to quit. And then after that, it snowballs. You have that momentum and it's easier to quit the rest. Because the more deep-rooted ones, like sugar, for me, probably the first drug I was ever introduced to, by far the hardest one I've had to quit. And in between it varies, but that's the basic gist, right? And over time, I slowly started quitting them, and I realized I was feeling better and better and better, and everything felt like easy. So my advice to you, in my experience, if you want to go from looking like that to that, is to go on a dopamine detox. Dopamine detoxing is what led this to that. That was the number one. I'll give you number two, working out consistently. So I would go for runs and I would do push-pull legs, whatever thing I could get my hands on, I was doing. So this helped tremendously because when I was addicted to all of those things, it was impossible for me to even think about working out or going for a run. Like, think about it like this. I was a runner because I was fat and I lost the weight by running. And then I picked up nicotine and I quit running. That doesn't make much sense. But that's what I did. And after I quit nicotine, I refound my love for running. And I was actually starting to run again and get the positive benefits. So it's literally a snowball. When you are struggling from a myriad of addictions, you shouldn't look at it like such a daunting task in front of you. You should look at it like a amazing opportunity to claim your life back. You have the opportunity to feel all of the benefits and feel like a normal human again as you slowly start removing all of those addictions, like I did. Okay? So that is what I did to go from looking like this to this. That is the gist, the dopamine detox, quitting all of those substances helped me clear out my acne, look better, have a glowing skin. There's the twinkle in my eyes again. My hair looks better. All these things from dopamine detox. That's it. Working out consistently. And I guess you could say the carnivore diet as well. You could say the carnivore diet also helped me. The carnivore diet is very strict and very hard. That's why I say it's the hardest, because it involves sugar, the most early addiction I ever had. But if you can do all of those things, work out consistently, dopamine detox, and do the carnivore diet, if you can do all three of those things, you will have results very similar to me. You will be able to do things that you didn't think you could do before. When you have that self-improvement hell, which I was in for like 2 years, this is the way to climb out easily. The work feels so frictionless. You have motivation for days. You can pretty much do whatever you want as soon as you release all these addictions. It's like doing self-improvement on easy mode. When you start getting consistent and you quit all of those addictions, you can have your life back. And you can watch all of the benefits. Like when I was addicted to all of those things, I couldn't imagine doing anything productive. And now breathing feels good. Breathing is dopaminergic. Like I would have never imagined that previously. So that's about the end of the video. Just take from me this advice. If you are struggling from a myriad of addictions, start with the most recent acquisition and work your way down. Dopamine detox. Start working out when you're quitting. And if you want, you can try the carnivore diet. That's kind of advanced. I would wait until you do the rest of those things and then you can start the carnivore diet, because that's what I did. That is pretty advanced. So that's it for today, guys. Check out the rest of my videos if you want to learn more about quitting addictions. I talk more about in depth how to actually quit those addictions that I speak about. And if you like the video, drop a like and subscribe, please. Thank you.